The voices keep drowning me out. I can't hold my breath and they're keeping me down. And I've been playing games of doubt, like a 12-round fight and it's knocking me out.
It's almost like I've willed this into existence. I've wanted it so bad for so long, to be able to have these opportunities and travel the world doing exactly what I love and having the team that I do it with. I'm just extremely grateful. Being back here to put to bed this incredible project feels good. It feels good to be here knowing that when we leave, it's probably going to be one of the greatest works I've ever been a part of to date in my life. That's a look. That's a look, bud. Starting off day 2 in the morning here, it is so peaceful. The pond just gives this whole vibe with the deck hanging over it. I love the way this feels. I can imagine what it's going to be like for Ashley and Seth to wake up in the morning, look out over this beautiful water feature and just take in this huge set of waterfalls that we're finishing up here. Being away from this for about a month, I've just been dreaming about how we're going to finish this off. It couldn't turn out any better. This is it. Like, this is all the Cascades where Alan's at now. We're gonna have water flowing down through here. This whole collection of rocks looks like one gigantic outcropping. The water is gonna be spilling off of that rock there. So we call that an equalizer rock. What that's gonna do is let the water get dispersed onto this, which is sloped. It's also gonna let it come down through this crevasse here. Like that, crevasse?
Crevasse.
And then feed down the face of this rock, using all that craggy texture to create those channels for the water to come and crash down into this lower pool. The main part of the waterfall is going to be over here, and we've got some water that's going to feed around the backside of this rock into this small area here. So that's just going to be a really beautiful looking set of cascades coming on that right side. And then on the left, we're going to have more of a sheet style waterfall. So we've got these frame rocks on the left and the right, and in the middle we stood that rock up, which is going to give us a chance to get a nice cascade coming right down behind this rock. It's always great when you can stick a rock out in front of it. It gives us that cavern or that little pooling area effect. Comes out around there, and then we're cascading down into the wetland filter. That's going to be a really classy set of waterfalls. And one of the most important things we were worrying about with this was line of sight. Right through there, that's the front door to the house. So as you enter the house, you'll be looking right out through here, seeing all these amazing waterfalls. You might be asking yourself, hey, what happened to the beach? Well, it just wasn't realistic. One of the things Ashley said was loves the way the pond turned out, but did not love the beach. And for one simple reason. This is where the beach was. That's the door to the kitchen. They have 4 large dogs. The dogs are going into the sand every day, dragging all that sand into the house. She's like, nah, I can't live like that for the rest of the time I'm gonna be here. So what we did is we took all the sand out in the beach and we made it more of a stepping stone entry. I actually like the way this looks. It's more functional, and I can see them getting a lot more use out of it this way as opposed to the way it was before. But hey, you gotta try sometimes, right? I wasn't able to put together the same exact crew I had for the first one because reality sets in. Like, people have things to do. Brian has stuff going on back at Aquascape. Ralph has projects going on at home. But I'm so fortunate in the fact that I have really a huge pool of talented friends to pull from.
One of the special things for me, and it always has been all through the years, is building with all you guys. It's just a cool opportunity to be able to come out and anytime we can work together, because we just kind of play off each other's talents, and it's always a lot of fun and a lot of interesting things happen, whether it's part of the project or not. But yeah, it's just, I can't say enough about how much I like to build with everybody and how much fun we have doing this. It's not really work when we're all together.
First, you know, I think what's really special is I've never had the opportunity to travel outside of the country other than to Mexico, but to be to Europe and then to and then to experience just something that's I'm so incredibly fortunate to be a part of with some of my best friends. You know, it's just such an awesome time. So I can't say enough about how fun this has been. The project is obviously amazing, the customers are amazing, but it's the people that you do life with that makes it all worthwhile.
One of the really important features of this whole design was the interactivity, being able to walk through garden areas, cross over the wetland filter right next to the waterfall, and then the fire pit. Coming off that beautiful deck, over through the garden, crossing the bridge, through the wetland filter, we wanted to have a destination point, and that's this sunken fire pit area. We've got an elevation change from where the wetland filter is down into this sunken fire pit area, about 2.5 feet. So it's gonna give us a really cozy feel. It's also gonna be pretty hidden from the house. In between here and the pond itself, there's a berm that's gonna get completely planted. So imagine there's all kinds of plants here, kind of hiding this from the rest of the yard. Coming down into here, you've got these gigantic boulders, which is gonna frame out an informal circle here. We've got some giant rocks over here. There'll be some sloping coming down with planting all around it. And then right in the center, we're gonna build just a very informal stone fire pit. It's gonna be surrounded by like a stone outcropping ring, pour concrete floor in it. This way it's nice and easy to start a fire. We're gonna use a pea gravel as the surface for the patio itself. It's not really a patio, more of just like a seating area surrounding the fire pit itself. Right now what Alan is working on is doing the set of stairs going from this spot up into meet our grade, where we're gonna continue that path over through the wetland. The way it's flanked with the rocks just gives us such a cool feel. And what's great about the fact that we're working on the fire pit, this is one of the last things we have to do to finish this project. Our waterfall is built. We are having a little bit of a challenge with the pumps that are running the waterfall. They're not really functioning properly. We're going back and forth with the manufacturer of the pumps to try and figure out what exactly is happening, but I feel like that's gonna get worked out. It's gonna get worked out.